fall wasn't slow, it was sharp, relentless. 53 days, a razor slicing through the flesh of a fragile democracy. A shroud of control, a whisper wrapped in steel, a hand on the wheel, a signature scrawled. Adolf Hitler took the stage, the crowd enthralled. No shots, no screams, just the quiet dismantling of a constitution turned against itself, its promises bent into a weapon. Democracy falls by its own hand. Twisted law, a traitor's brand. No need for force, no rebel band. Democracy falls by its own hand. 50 days and 3 and the republic bled. A corpse still warm, but its spirit fled. A nation stitched in postwar grime. Its people hungry, its leaders blind. They called for order, begged for peace, and the wolf appeared in shepherd's fleece. An election loomed, a promise of choice, but fear had already found its voice. A fire broke, its embers stoked by lies. The Reichstag burned, and with it truth died. Enemies they whispered, communists they swore. The flames devoured stone and glass, but it was freedom that burnt more. Democracy falls by its own hand. Twisted law, a traitor's brand. No need for force, no rebel band. Democracy falls by its own hand. Then came the decree, a weapon in ink. Rights ripped away before you could blink. No speech, no press, no gathering throng. The silence swelled where the voices belonged. Chains rattled louder than the law could keep, and prisons filled while the city slept. A month passed and freedom fell. Parliament bowed with a final knell. The enabling act, a name so clean, hid the horror beneath its sheen. Gobbles gloated, the truth laid bare. Democracy gives its foes the tools to tear its beating heart apart. No checks, no say, no hand to stay. The power that swelled in a single day. They cheered, oh how they cheered, blind to the bars. They traded their voices for flags and stars. Democracy falls by its own hand. Twisted law, a traitor's brand. No need for force, no rebel band. Democracy falls by its own hand. And here we stand, a world away, yet echoes rise from yesterday. America sways, its paper walls thin, the cracks revealing the rot within. A leader stirs, his voice like smoke, each word designed to splinter and choke. He cries of fraud, of stolen fate, while trust corrodes beneath the weight. Plans simmer in the shadows crease, where loyalty trumps the call for peace. Emergency powers, sharp as a blade, wait in the dark for the game to be played. The people grow restless, the air turns thin. The past knocks loud, but it can't get in. Democracy falls by its own hand. Twisted law, a traitor's brand. No need for force, no rebel band. Democracy falls by its own hand. The lesson is clear, decay can be quick. 53 days is all it can take. Rights dissolve, the laws unwind, and the people cheer as they go blind. By the time they see the rising bars, it's far too late to fight the scars. And so it ends, not in fight, but in whispers, ink, and blood. Democracy falls by its own hand. Twisted law, a traitor's brand. No need for force, no rebel band. Democracy falls by its own hand.